What's going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you other motherfuckers out there that work for a living? Ha ha! Wednesday update. I've gotten a lot of emails, messages, and otherwise regarding the shenanigans that have been occurring with the SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States. So, I have a very direct opinion on this, and you don't have to agree with me. You have the right to your opinion. I won't tell you you're fucking stupid. You don't tell me I'm fucking stupid. We can agree to disagree, and that's just fine, because you know what? That's what makes this country great. So, in my humble opinion, the SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States, has let the American people down over the last 2 years on numerous topics because they feel political pressure from the outside regarding shit that goes on in society. Fucking cities burning down. Fucking every year we got riot season or something fucking happens and fucking people are upset, and you got one group that should be branded as terrorists. Yes, I'm talking about BLM. And fuck you, because everybody's life fucking matters, and you guys are pieces of shit. You guys have taken fucking money from Americans across the board and fucking used it for personal gain. Mansions. How the fuck does that help black communities? I got black friends and family. What have you done to fucking help them? Not a fucking thing. Why? Because it's all bullshit. It's okay. I'm gonna step off that soapbox. But my point is, there's pressure on these motherfuckers because what they see. And generally speaking, a Supreme Court justice, I have the utmost respect for. Why? Because they've been in the game a long time. They've developed that respect in their own right in their own community and the judicial side. But recently, influence from the outside, political pressure from what's going on in the community, society, and with different groups of influence that shouldn't have any influence because they should have been crushed as fucking domestic terrorists because of their violent acts. Everybody's got the right to stand up, protest, take the fucking streets, have their voices be heard. What they don't have the right to do is to fucking burn cities to the ground, loot fucking stores, and hurt people. That's what we fucking stand against as Americans. Supreme Court has caved, so they've let the American people down. Now, with what's going on right now, smoke and mirrors, ladies and gentlemen, smoke and mirrors. And I've told you this before in regards to other shit with the stock market, so on and so forth. An opinion by a justice, regardless of which side, because it really doesn't fucking matter at this point, was released by someone within that office unlawfully. This shit is unacceptable. I see Robert's follow-up statement and, oh, it's unacceptable and there needs to be a probe and an investigation. Like, fuck you, dog. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Everyone heard what you said fucking a while back when the country needed you most to step in and make a decision. You said to another justice, do you see what they're doing in these cities around the country? We're not getting involved. Well, congratulations, dickhole. It's your job to get involved. It's your job to make fucking opinions on shit that might be unpopular. So when he says, oh, we need an investigation, we need a probe, yeah, go fuck yourself, bro. I zero respect for fucking John Roberts. You're a fuckhead, bro. In fact, you should probably step the fuck down. You should step the fuck down. But there's a bunch of people on that court that should step the fuck down from both sides of the aisle. Just like I told you guys, folks, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. I'm an American. And when fucking justices from both sides are fucking not partisan or bipartisan, however the fuck you want to say it, and they take their fucking political route on every issue instead of fucking what's best for the American people. What's the right thing to do? What is moral? That's where we have issues. So, this shit got leaked. Is Roe v. Wade need to be overturned? Abso-fucking-lutely. Why? It's fucking, what, 50 years old? 50 plus years old? It needs to be overturned. And the reason that I say that is 50 years ago, the technology did not exist to give people other options. There's no reason on God's green earth that we need to be fucking killing babies. None whatsoever. And every argument out there, you lost. It's like, oh, what about sexual assault? I'm a law enforcement official of 25 years. Sexual assault sucks and is devastating. But guess what? Guess what happens? And this is directly from someone who deals with these incidents. When there's a sexual assault that has occurred and we take people in because we need to provide them the medical care, get fucking counseling teams in there, all the support services they need to help get them through that and help us get a successful prosecution after we identify a suspect. Part of that process is making sure that there's not a contraception medication right now. Boop, done. Taken care of. Over with. So on the regular side of it, y'all would call it a plan B, but that occurs, there ain't no worries. So, oh, we need it because of sexual assault. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Excuse? Gone. What other excuse do you need? Let's try being adults for a change. If you are going to be intimate, and I'm going to put this as delicately as possible because I wanted to reach a large audience. If you're going to be intimate with someone, and I've told this to a lot of the guys that I've mentored, if you are going to be intimate with someone and you feel like you need to use birth control, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. If you're not ready to be a parent, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. With that being said, I understand, we're adults. You guys are grown-ass men, grown-ass women. If you're gonna do the horizontal mambo, got it. Protect yourselves. The technology's there. The technology's there. Prophylactics? I think that's what it's fucking called. I don't know. Jimmy's. A lot of dudes don't like them. A lot of ladies don't like them. Birth control's out there, the pill. However, I do not fucking recommend that for you ladies. That definitely fucks you guys up. But there's other options that are available to be able to prevent contraception until you're ready to be a parent. But obviously, the ultimate way to do that, and I've told this to all the young people that I've mentored, is abstinence is probably going to be the best option. With all the shit that's out there, all that nastiness that you don't want to bring home, shit you didn't come with, you don't want to leave with, the best bet is just to avoid it altogether. But it seems like sex these days is it's like the new handshake. I'm not the morality police. I believe what I believe, but I can't force my morality on you. But what I can force is that fucking murder is against the law. And from the point of conception, that baby is a human. That life was breathed by a higher power, whether you believe in God or not. And from that point forward, there's consequences for taking that life. That's my belief. So please keep the comments respectful. I'm not calling you stupid or ignorant or retarded or anything like that for believing what you believe. You can believe in pro-choice all you want. That's fine. This is not an argument to be had. People wanted, to get a little insight in on it. And I think both sides, pro-life, pro-choice, the fact that this opinion was leaked for political purposes is bullshit. And the reason that I say that, both sides focus right now. Not 15 minutes after that information was publicly released, hundreds of people were standing outside of the Supreme Court of the United States with fucking signs made up. It was a setup from the get up. This was designed to distract you. No matter what you believe, it was designed to distract you. They want this to fucking blow up. They want riots in LA. They want riots in fucking New York. They want riots in communities near you. So let's be fucking smart. Let's be fucking smart. The Supreme Court's there for a reason. They hold a function and they have opinions. With the technology that's out there and available and the millions of families around the globe that are waiting to adopt beautiful babies, there is no reason that we can't step past the barbaric act of killing babies inside of women. We can do better. We can do better. Now, I understand there's medical needs, could jeopardize life of the mother, so on and so forth. That's a decision that, a doctor is going to have to make, and there has to be a medical exception, obviously. But when people are using it as a function of a functional method of birth control, like, oh yeah, it's just, yep, this is my 21st one. Oh yeah, I've had 47. Like, are you fucking stupid or retarded? That's abusing the system. That's abusing what this is made for. And whether you believe it or not, and you cannot believe it, and that's cool with me, there's consequences for your actions, whether here or after you take your last breath. So I would like to see these babies go to families that will love them. I would like to see adults come together and make adult decisions and be mature and say, okay, cool, we need to protect ourselves if we're going to do this, or if we're not ready to have a family yet, we need to not do this. That's adults. This is big boy times. So I appreciate all y'all reaching out. That's my opinion on it. You guys can have different of opinions on it. I'll probably turn the comments off on this video in particular, just because I don't want no fighting on it. There ain't no fighting to be had. So I value your opinion, and I don't want to see something stupid and then fire back at you. So the comments are probably going to be off on this one. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys are fucking having an awesome Wednesday. Remember, everything that's fucking being pushed out right now in society by the fucking media outlets, the corrupt media outlets, which are all of them, are meant to fucking divide us as Americans. Nope, ain't happening. Fuck Democrats, fuck Republicans. We're Americans, and we're gonna take our fucking country back. Americans are gonna take our country back. Fuck what they believe, fuck what they believe. We're coming together, and we're gonna focus on what we need to do as Americans to make our country awesome, profitable, and fucking growth that sustains the life we want for ourselves and our children moving forward. And these political parties can fucking die slow, fucking painful deaths fucking in the backdrop, because Americans fucking always stand with Americans to do what's right when it's time to do it. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all next time. Mr. Elk Spaghetti, signing off.